Hey, Cub fans. Thanks for joining us here on Cubs 24/7, where Randy talks Cubs. Cubs beat the Royals today 7-6, upping our record to 13-8 on the spring. And let's just get into it. Let me give you the starting lineups. Nico Hoerner started at shortstop today, giving Dansby a day off, leading off. Seiya was back in right field after a few starts in left, hitting second. Belli was in center field, hitting third. Gomes was catching today, hitting cleanup. Michael Busch at first base, hitting fifth. Miles Mastrobuoni got a start at third base, hitting sixth. David Bote played second base, hitting seventh. Mervis DH today, hitting eighth. And Owen Casey got a start in left field, hitting ninth. Drew Smyly got a start, and we'll talk about his numbers. But Cubs had 11 hits, didn't walk any today. Struck out 7 times, and they scored in the third, they scored 3 in the first, 2 in the third, and 2 in the fourth, and that was the last of the scoring. It was the 2 in the fourth inning. So let's talk about the scoring. First inning, Seiya, Bellinger, and Gomes all hit home runs, solo shots back to back to back. So Nico led off the game with a fly out to center. Then Seiya, Bellinger, and Gomes all hit solo home runs to left center field. In the third inning, we scored twice. Seiya singled, and Gomes hit his second home run of the day for a 2-run shot. And then we scored 2 more in the fourth. Mervis singled, and Seiya hit his second home run of the day, another 2-run bomb. So we're 7 runs on 5 home runs with 3 guys. Kind of an interesting offensive attack today. Let's walk through how the guys did. Nico went 0 for 4 and flew out to center, flew out to right, popped to short, and popped to fourth. And you know what, Nico, I'm not worried about it. Nico's going to win the Gold Glove and probably hit for more slug this year, all that. But he had an at-bat today that was really kind of odd to me, and he recovered from it, but he swung and missed on a sweeper that was a good 3 feet wide, and he swung. It was really kind of weird looking. And I just wanted to talk about it because JD and Sut talked about it. It was just an odd look, like I'd never seen that before. So maybe Nico's just a touch out of sorts. Maybe he's working on something. I don't know, but it was just a really kind of a strange at bat. And so he went 0 for 4 today. So I'm not worried about Nico. I'm just telling you, I saw something today that I hadn't seen before that I just thought I'd share with you. On the other hand, Seiya Suzuki's never looked better. He looks like a cyborg. His presence in the box now is so intimidating. Like when you watch him, you're like, oh, he's going to hit a line drive somewhere. They can't get him to chase. He will not chase. He never looks fooled. And he goes 3 for 3 today with 2 home runs and a line drive single. And just looks like he's just completely locked in. As of this second, Seiya Suzuki is our best hitter, and it's not even close. Now, Bellinger went 1 for 3. He did fine, hit that opposite field home run in the first. So he looks fine. Gomes went 2 for 3, 2 home runs, struck out once. Gomes is fine. Busch went 0 for 3 today. We're still high, obviously, on Michael Busch. We got a lot of confidence in him, and I still see it. He's very calm, very patient. I like what I'm seeing. I don't think that the results are happening just yet for whatever reason. But Michael's 0 for 3 today. It doesn't concern me. I still like the way he looks. Mastrobuoni got a hit today. He went 1 for 3. And Bote got another hit today, went 1 for 3. And while I'm talking about Bote played second base today and made a couple of really good plays. But Bote continues to play well defensively wherever they put him. And he showed range today, because I don't really think of Bote as being a high-range infielder. But he made a play up the middle of second base today that just I didn't realize it was Bote that got there. So ground ball hit hard up the middle, looked like it's headed to center field for a base hit. Bote ranges over, backhands it, and with his momentum going completely away, turns and makes a really solid throw to first base. Made the play look routine. So I was impressed, not so much with his hands and his arm, right? It's like, okay, he made that backhand play, had plenty of arm to make the throw. But the fact that he got there, and it got there, I was really surprised by it. So I've been bragging on Bodie because I've really been surprised by how solid he's been defensively. And then today he flashes range to me. So I just found it to be a very interesting play for David Bodie today. And so he goes 1 for 3, plays well defensively. Mervis got 2 hits today, 2 solid. Matt Mervis, he just keeps hitting the ball. Went 2 for 3 today. I know they signed Bush, and what's Matt thinking? But he just keeps hitting. Owen Casey still kind of not struggling, but got off to that such a hot start that everybody's expectation levels got so ridiculous, including mine. I did too, I admit it. But he went 0 for 3 today. So that's what the guys did. Some of the late subs, Bradley Beasley came in, got it at bat. He flew out. Chase Strumps came in and struck out. Jorge Alfaro got it at bat, grounded out 6-3. John Long came in, got a solid base hit. No, he didn't. I just thought I'd tell you Jonathan Long got a solid base hit. He didn't. He got a flare. But Jonathan Long came in and got a knock. That's what counts, right, Jonathan? Liam Spence came in and flew out to left field. And Fabian Pertus came in, got another at bat, and he struck out. So offensively, 3 in the first, 2 in the third, 2 in the fourth, 11 hits total, 5 home runs, and 7-6 win. Drew Smiley started today, and I ran Drew's numbers before. I wanted to make sure I had my head around it. Coming into today's game, Drew had pitched 6 1/3. Correct that. 7 1/3 innings. Had given up 11 hits, 5 earned runs. He struck out 5, and his whip was up over 2, and ERA at 6.14. So that's kind of where my baseline. I was like, well, let's see if Drew does better. Well, Drew threw 73 pitches today, went 4 1/3 inning, gave up 4 hits, 5 runs with a walk, 3 Ks, and he gave up 2 home runs. So he looked pretty good in the first 2 innings. Curveball, fastball, and I think he tried to throw that splitter that he's been working on, and I'm not really 100% sure, but he didn't command it at all. He spiked it, and I lost, I think, confidence in it, and it sort of spiraled out of control a little bit. So I'm not going to say today's outing by Drew was a good one. 73 pitches, 5 earned runs, 2 home runs. I don't know. I'm worried. I'm worried about Tyone coming, whether or not he's going to make it back. I'm worried about Smiley. We've got Assad tomorrow, by the way. So we got Rangers with Javier Assad getting a start tomorrow. So I don't know. Drew Smiley. That's what it was. 4 1/3, 5 earned runs, 2 home runs. Walked a guy, struck out a guy. Jose Cuas came in. Jose pitched 1 2/3 innings. Jose didn't have true, dead-on command today, so he didn't give any runs up, but he did walk 2, struck out 2, gave up a hit, pitched an inning and 2/3, and got out of his last inning with a caught stealing that got him out. So he didn't have his best command today, but still was effective. Hector Neris came in, pitched an inning, gave up 2 hits, struck out 2, gave up a run, and Hector got frustrated. He got squeezed a little bit on a strike that should have been a 3rd strike call. I think it was clearly a strike, and Hector got squeezed a little bit, got frustrated, but he got out of his inning. Then Adbert and Merryweather came in and pitched the 8th and the 9th inning and gave up nothing. Between the 2 of them, they struck out 5 of the 6 hitters they faced. Adbert struck out 2, and Merryweather came in the 9th and just struck out 3 dudes. Just boom. Merryweather and Adbert looked really good. Merryweather was nasty. I mean, Adbert was nasty too, but Merryweather struck these guys out. His fastball was riding, and his slider had good cut on it. But more than his stuff, it was Merryweather's attitude. He was a stalker. I mean, his confidence level is ridiculously high, and it should be. But Merryweather looked really good in a closing situation today. So that's all good news on the pitching front. Assad tomorrow, we're obviously going to be really interested to see what Assad can do. According to Rick Sutcliffe, because he mentioned it today, Ian Happ is scheduled to get a start tomorrow in the DH role. So it looks like Ian Happ is going to make his return tomorrow. And the Cubs played a split squad game, and I was trying to get some information on it, and I couldn't get much. But apparently Christopher Morel hit about a 450-foot home run to left center field, just tanked it, and against the Angels today. So they showed a highlight of that today during the Royals game. But so Christopher Morel hit a monster today. So that's it. Cubs Royals beat the Royals 7-6 today, 13-8. We've got Javier Assad going tomorrow against the Rangers, and we still got a lot of decisions to make. I'm telling you, we're getting to the point where every outing we're learning things, and we've got a lot of guys and not many spots. So we'll let it work itself out. So, guys, thanks for joining me here on Cubs 24/7, where Randy talks Cubs. I appreciate you joining me here, and we'll talk to you tomorrow after the Cubs Rangers game. Go Cubs, go.